Na 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 na. Oh, hello there. You excited for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Oh, yeah, I know. It's a Jurassic Park 3 t-shirt. You didn't like that, did you? Spinosaur killed you, didn't it? Yeah, you think I should maybe burn this one and get a Jurassic Park t-shirt? Yeah, okay. How about a Jeff Goldblum t-shirt? Yeah, Jeff Goldblum t-shirt it is.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is a film I've been really looking forward to. I love the last film. I think it's the most fun and entertaining in the entire series. Now, Jurassic Park is the best film, no doubt about it, but I think Jurassic World was more fun. I also think that film did a lot of things that were fresh and exciting. It showed a world where John Hammond's dream has come true. The park was functioning, we got velociraptors that obeyed commands, and I loved how meta it got. The concept that after a while people can grow tired of dinosaurs and they want something bigger and toothier. And that led to hybrid dinosaurs and the I-Rex. Kind of like how when you make a big superhero film, the sequels have to be bigger and more epic, right? The sequel is directed by J.A. Bayona. It takes place a few years after the events of Jurassic World. The park is now abandoned and the volcano on Isla Nubla is about to erupt, threatening to kill off the last of the world's dinosaurs. There's an interesting political angle to this. A lot of people are petitioning the government to save the dinosaurs, while the other group is like, just let them die. We see Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, in front of a Senate committee hearing. He's talking about how humans haven't used genetic power very responsibly. We made mistakes and the volcano is going to correct those mistakes. Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, is back. She's part of a group trying to save the dinosaurs, but they're having trouble getting funding from the government. Claire is contacted by Lockwood, played by James Cromwell, the old friend and partner of John Hammond, who first created the park. His people have a plan to relocate the dinosaurs to a different island, and they need Claire's help to activate the tracking system on the island to find all the animals they need to save. There's also a group of mercenaries that are trying to get their hands on dino DNA and live specimens to sell on the black market, so this sets up an interesting conflict between Claire's team and the mercenary group. So Claire goes to get Owen, played by Chris Pratt, to join her team. He's the only one who can get close to Blue, the velociraptor. There's no way they're gonna get her off the island without him. Owen is smart, he doesn't want to go, but Claire kinda guilt trips into saving Blue. The chemistry between Claire and Owen is really good. It's so much fun watching them work together. The second relationship that's probably cuter than Claire and Owen is Blue and Owen. Now, I know this plot at first sounds similar to Jurassic Park 2, but it diverges from that path very quickly. And by diverge, I mean it gets really good. This bond between Blue and Owen is more special than we think at first, and it becomes very important to the plot later on. Blue is one of a kind, there's no other animal as smart as her, which makes her a target for the mercenaries. Now, I'm not gonna spoil what they're planning to accomplish, but that reveal blew me away. It was so unexpected and I liked it. I only watched the first trailer, so I only saw the parts of the island with the volcano going off. There's a lot more to the film, so do not watch the second trailer. It spoils some of the best moments as well as some very important plot points. I mentioned early on that Jurassic World is the most fun in the series. It had a lot of set-piece, action-packed moments. Fallen Kingdom doesn't fall into the sequel trap of following the trend of, doing things bigger and with more explosions. I was worried that's what they'll do, but with the exception of the volcano scene, which is big and bombastic, it mostly retreats indoors and traps people inside buildings with dinosaurs. It has more focus on horror than the last one. You can tell the director understands horror and how to build suspense. It's not what you see that scares you, it's what you think you saw that's hiding in the shadows. Your expectation of what might happen really adds tension. There's so many cool scenes where they tease the dinosaur hunting the humans without giving it away completely, like a flash of lightning that briefly illuminates the background to reveal the creature. And they play a lot with shadows and maybe a claw entering the shot from off screen. The entire final act takes place inside this facility, with Claire and Owen trying to avoid the new monster. It's kind of like Resident Evil with dinosaurs. The new monster is the creepiest dinosaur they've ever had in the entire series. I loved its design and how they teased it. This thing was a great antagonistic presence and a real challenge for our heroes to survive. I liked the I-Rex in the first film, but this thing is way scarier. There's a lot of side characters, so I'll briefly mention them. There's the very memorable mercenary leader who likes to collect teeth from dinosaurs he captures. And there's also the douchebag corporate guy in charge who wants to sell off the dinosaurs. He's not gonna go down as a memorable villain, but he served his purpose, a proper corporate douchebag to set things in motion. One of my few complaints about the film is that sometimes these villains become a little too cartoony, which made the tone a little inconsistent. It's a minor complaint and doesn't really hurt the film in the long run. Justice Smith plays the hacker and Daniela Pineda is the doctor in Claire's team. They were both likable and funny. They're basically the comic relief. There's also a side plot involving Lockwood and his granddaughter, which was semi-interesting because it's consistent with the theme of the film of how humanity becomes very irresponsible when they get hold of a powerful new technology. However, this side plot distracts you. I liked it, but I question whether it added anything significant to the film. The little girl played by Isabella Sermon was actually really good in the film. The T-Rex is back. She's old but not obsolete. She still does that thing of showing up just when the people are in trouble to save the day. It's super predictable at times, but I do have a soft spot for these scenes. Even in the first Jurassic Park, there's no way she could have gotten into the building to kill the raptors. But whatever, I liked it. There's a great scene where the T-Rex is unconscious and Claire and Owen have to get real close to her. It was funny and kinda tense too, because the whole time you're wondering what happens if she wakes up. The special effects are really good in this film. The animatronics are incredibly lifelike, giving a lot of weight and texture to the creatures. They look very tangible, like you could reach out and touch them. There's also a few scenes which left me scratching my head because the animals looked photorealistic, so it had to be animatronic, right? But the movement was so fast and fluid, it has to be CGI. I mean, how do they do that? Maybe it's a combination of animatronics and CGI. Whatever it was, it worked really well. There are a few scenes where the CGI looked a little weightless and fake. This usually happens when there's a lot of animals on screen, like the stampede sequence. The movie looks visually stunning when they focus on just one or two animals at a time. So, concluding thoughts. I like the filmmakers' decision to put more focus on horror. Trapping people with dinosaurs in confined spaces was a brilliant move. They resisted the temptation to do big set pieces and dial the scale back down. They completely subverted my expectations in that aspect. It's scary, it's tense, and it's full of suspense. The new monster scared the crap out of me. There's a cast of likable characters, and it's always great to see the old T-Rex back. And Blue the Velociraptor is one of my favorites now. Colin Trevorrow, who directed Jurassic World and wrote Fallen Kingdom, has talked about the concept of open source genetic technology. If InGen was Apple and genetic tech was Mac, what would happen if it went open source like PC? What would other people do with this powerful technology? InGen can't be the only villain here. Other parties would be interested. And I like how the film finally explored this concept. There's a few throwbacks to earlier films which felt very forced to me. The movie was great when it did new things, when it surprised me with its plot. These throwbacks were unnecessary. The film could have removed a few side plots as well to improve the pacing. It has some issues holding it back, but overall I had a blast with this film. It's so entertaining. Out of the 5 films, this is definitely in the top 3 for me, along with the original Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Go right now and watch this. You need to see it on a giant dinosaur-sized movie screen.
So what did you think about the film? Do you like it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Movie Slinger out.